Way in to Angela, but I call her Yee. Way up.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. Happy Monday. Happy Veterans Day. We have a special guest co-host today. Radel Ortiz is here with us.
Yo. Good morning, everybody.
You should see us giving him the rundown of what you can and can't say. Some radio one-on-one things I learned that I never knew before. So we are going to quiz you on this. You were handed a sheet that said E-I-E-I-O. Just remember in radio, Old MacDonald had a farm. What does E-I-E-I-O stand for?
What was it? Hold on. Entertain.
E.
Inform. E. The other E was Hold on, I got the sheet here.
I got it right in front of you. Why didn't you look at
entertain,
it? Open book.
Inform, explain?
No, educate.
Educate, yeah, that's the same thing.
It's in front of you.
Educate and explain is the same thing.
Okay.
And then the other I was information.
You said inform already.
Oh, damn. And then the last one was be opinionated.
Right, there you go.
E-I-E-I-B. Right.
All right. Well, listen, this is going to be very entertaining today. We also have Yvie Oddly joining us. You know Yvie Oddly from RuPaul's Drag Race. Yes. And also Yvie Oddly has a book out called, what is it called? Into the Oddity? Yes, Into the Oddity. All about Yvie. So we'll be talking to Yvie Oddly. But let's start the show off with some love and some positivity. Let's educate, inform. I don't even know it. All right, 800-292-5150. We're going to shine a light. When we come back, it's Way Up.
I'ma shine. I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here, and I'm with my guest co-host, Radel Ortiz.
Yo.
Radel, who would you like to shine a light on?
I would like to shine a light on on a few people, actually.
Mm-hmm.
My mom, my sisters, and my girlfriend. I want to shine a light on them because I lost my father back in the summertime, and it was like the roughest time of my life. And they just they just came through for me in ways that I still can't explain to this day.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, like they stood strong for me. They lift up my spirits even when I'm down. They do not let me get down. You know? Yeah.
And although there's nothing wrong with being down for a period of time.
Of course.
It's normal, but it's great to have good people around you. So tell us, if you follow Radel, you know his whole family and you know his girlfriend, but say their names so we all can.
We got Mom, La Reina. We got Liz Bell. We got Iris Bell. And then my girlfriend, Sally Bell. They all bells.
All the bells. Okay. Well, that was beautiful. Now, who do you guys want to spread some love to? Who do you want to shine a light on this Monday? 800-292-5150. Del, who would you like to shine a light on?
I'd like to shine a light on my wife, Mercedes. Just shout out being a great mom and wife. And just make her feel special today.
Mercedes is her name?
Yes.
Okay, so you just a random special shout out to your wife. There's no celebration, just I love my wife.
I just love my wife. I think that makes it more
I
more
love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Shout out to you, Mercedes. Your man love you, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you for calling.
Thanks for having me.
Well, that was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150, just in case you couldn't get through. And when we come back, we have your Yee tea. And man, Radel Ortiz is here, guest hosting today. And of course, we're going to talk about Diddy and him trying to now have new conditions to get bail. We'll see what you think. It's Way Up.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip,
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Talk to me.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. Happy Monday. I'm here with Radel Ortiz.
What's up, everybody?
Are you ready to do some Yee tea?
Sure.
All right, let's start off with Diddy. His former bodyguard, Big Joe, has responded to being accused of raping a woman alongside Diddy back in 2001. And now he is suing Thalia Graves and her attorneys, including Gloria Allred. Here is what he had to say.
Not only did she DM me, she tried to guide me. All I need you to do is write a statement, and I'll keep you out. I said, keep me out of what? But then she got into the threats, and she said, you guys do stuff like this over there. I said, miss, I don't do nothing. Like, I was never there. So how am I the scapegoat for this situation? Let me tell you how. Because I was belligerent, I was obnoxious on her DM. and she took it personal, and whoever had this together said, okay, you know what? Forget it. He won't help us. Drag him in it.
That's what he said. We actually called him.
I don't know,
when
bro.
all this was going on.
Bro sounds guilty.
Shut up. Listen, I will say, according to his lawsuit, he says Dahlia Grace made outrageous, disgusting, and life-altering statements and publishings without any regard for the truth. He said he has never met her, let alone raped her. And so he said this suit is going to be the first of more than one. He said, let the war begin. I won $100 million. My first lawsuit, 2 more coming. More lawsuits on the way for the bloggers and people that thought they slandered my name with no repercussion. That would be you now.
Yeah.
That would be you now, Radel. All right.
I take back anything I just said. I was joking, bro.
Now, Diddy, in the meantime, was seeking to have a gag order imposed on any potential witnesses involved in the trial. He and his attorneys argued that any public statements made by alleged victims and potential witnesses and their legal representation could interfere with the fair trial, right? But this was rejected by the case's judge. They said the gag order was a last resort measure for the courts, and Diddy's case did not yet warrant such a ruling. In the meantime, he's being sued for $5 million over this alleged 1996 car chase. This is yet another lawsuit against Diddy. It was filed in federal court last Sunday. A man in Atlanta who says he's an author, an entrepreneur, and a public figure says one evening he was getting into his car. This was in the summer of 1996. After leaving the club, and Diddy and some associates allegedly pulled up and began taunting and threatening him. Things escalated, and he said some of those associates allegedly began waving guns around and shots were fired, and he feared for his life. And he says that he was chased aggressively through the dark city streets and managed to evade the scene by accelerating through traffic.
That sounds like a fire movie right there.
It's definitely a high-speed car chase. And Diddy's lawyers are also requesting bail again. They said that defendants under similar situations were released. So there's a new motion asking for bail and pointing to cases where they said other people were able to get bail. So he's offering a comprehensive bail package complete with a $50 million bond and round-the-clock surveillance so that he doesn't try to flee the country or intimidate witnesses. Because the main thing last time they were saying is that he could potentially, if he was out, try to intimidate people.
Right. He's very slippery. They're not trying to let him slip away.
So anyway, that's the updates when it comes to Diddy. All right. And when we come back, we have About Last Night. That's where we discuss what we did last night. I got my hair braided. I'm back. Okay. So I did that yesterday. But I'll tell you what else I'm planning to do thanks to my girl Destiny who braids my hair. She has convinced me to try something new. And I'll tell you what that is. It's way up.
Oh, About Last Night. Here's how it went down.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Radel Ortiz is guest hosting today.
Good morning.
Good morning. And I was asking you what you did over the weekend. And I know you've been on tour. You've been doing shows. You got a big one coming up in New York at the United Palace.
Oh, yeah, January 25th. I'm super excited about that one.
And I was asking you what your process is like. I know you went to go see one of your friends perform over the weekend, Justin.
Yeah, Justin Silva, he had a show at the Town Hall, and it was his first theater show in the city.
Ooh.
Yeah, he just destroyed it. And while I was there, I was so inspired because he's one of the ones who put me on to stand-up. Mm-hmm. And then, to know that I have my first theater show in New York coming up in January, I just had goosebumps.
I feel like we had you up here before when it was kind of the beginning of doing your stand-ups. It's nice to see the whole progression, the process. Yeah. It's exciting.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah,
stand-up is a hard thing to do.
It is, but I have a lot of people who help me out, you know, when it comes to that. Chris Grant, Tommy 5K, Marcelo Hernandez from SNL, a lot of people who, they showing me the way,
Right. All right. Well, listen, this week, I think it's also, this week is the Comedy Festival, the New York City Comedy Festival. You should come out. My girl Ada Rodriguez has a show.
Yes.
This week. And so you should definitely come.
Her.
I'm actually going to be at that. So I'm going to, you guys got to come.
You going to do some jokes?
She's actually got a podcast. So it's called Say What You Mean. Mm-hmm. And so basically, if there's a time in your life that you wish you would have spoken up and said something, you kind of reflect on that. And it happens all the time because I'm always biting my tongue. But you got to reflect on the time that you're like, man, You know how you'd be like, I wish I would have said.
Yeah, when you're in the shower after it all
you'd
happened.
be so mad. Like, I
right?
should have said this.
If I
should
would
have
have said
that.
this, I would have shut him down.
Exactly. So I'm going to be doing her podcast
That's
live
awesome.
on the 14th. But over the weekend, got my hair braided yesterday. This is always a process. Shout out to my girl Destiny, Hair Weave Mother, on social media. But while I was there, she convinced me to sign up to get a colonic for the first time, and I'm so nervous. She
What
was
is
like,
that?
it's when they like shoot water up your butt and clean it out. Like clean.
So they gonna super soak you?
I think that's right. Is that I've never done it, so I think that's what they do. They do like water pressure, and it cleans out like your gut. I don't know, like all of the toxins inside of you.
Wow.
And so she told me she's been doing this, and it's been amazing. So
how many times does she do it? Like, daily?
she said right now she has to go twice a month to like clean out the toxins, and then I guess you could do it less. So I've never had a colonic, but yeah, I guess. And then she says you kind of like afterward urinate all the toxins out. Since I can say urinate,
Yeah,
you
can.
can urinate all the toxins out for a little while afterward. And she said it's a weird feeling. I'm nervous because I think I've never done it, but I'm gonna do it.
They gonna put you to sleep to do this? Is
No,
this
you're
like
awake.
Hey, yo.
Hey. What if you love it, right? Like- But anyway, that was my weekend, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated when I go. All right. Maybe I'll do it on air. No, I'm kidding. All right. Well, that was about last night. When we come back, tell us a secret. 800-292-5150 is a number. If there's a secret that you want to share with us, me and Radel are not here to judge you. We just want to hear your secret. You are anonymous. Radel, can you do this? It's a no judgment zone. So no matter what secret someone tells us,
I will not judge.
you will not judge them.
100%.
All right.
I didn't judge you. You talking about going way up with the water gun.
You giggled.
Yeah, a little giggle, but that's
800-292-5150. Call us up. And you know what? If it's good, I'm sending you.
nah.
800-292-5150. Tell us a secret.
Way up. This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my guest host, Radel Ortiz. He's going to be posting a TikTok doing a Kalani dance shortly.
No, I'm not.
But tell us a secret. You guys are anonymous. It's a no judgment zone. 800-292-5150. Anonymous caller, tell us your secret.
My secret is, which I haven't told anyone, so I'm like really nervous. So my boyfriend, he's currently in jail. I talk to him every day and all that, but he thinks that his cousin is the one who called the cops on him. But it was really me. And I don't know how to tell him, like, and he's so mad at his cousin right now and all this other stuff, and I just don't want him to be upset with me when he finds out it was really me.
When is he going to get out?
He has a court date coming up soon, so I don't know.
Well, you can actually tell him now. We actually have him on the line.
No, you don't.
No. But okay, I have so many questions, but I don't want you to like tell on yourself. But why did you feel the need to call the cops on him?
He was acting crazy towards his cousin.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And so it makes sense, you know, what we actually both called.
Oh, okay, so his cousin did call.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that I also did too.
And he never will. So do you trust him now that he was acting like this with his own cousin?
That's a good question.
And does his cousin know you called the cops too?
No.
All right, well, girl, why are you telling?
I want to.
Why? This man is crazy.
Don't worry about it. It's anonymous. Just tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Do you feel like he could harm you? Feel like he could harm you?
No, I don't feel that way. We have kids and stuff like that. I've known him for a while. But I don't know. It's just weighing on me.
Listen, you might want to not do that. But, you know, who am I to judge? All right.
Okay.
Well, good luck. And thank you for trusting us.
Thank you. Have a good day.
That's going to the grave with me. Hey, anonymous caller. How are you?
I'm fine.
You want to tell me and Radel a secret?
Yeah, I think I'm falling for a car girl.
Ooh.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, you like that. Okay. You think there's a chance that she could like you too?
I know she doing. She canceled all her appointments for the day for me.
Does she still charge you?
Not at all. Not a dime. Matter of fact, she took me out a couple of times.
Oh, she paying you.
Oh, hell yeah. You living the dream, brother.
Wow. Okay. What about her makes you love her so much and fall for her?
I think what it really is that she don't have no judgment call, no qualms about nothing. And she just don't hold you up about things, sexual. And I don't judge. I can't judge her.
Well, yeah,
the
you
way
can't.
she
You're
came
John.
over was real.
You like freaky stuff? Is that what it is too?
What man don't? You know a man that don't? Tell me about it.
I mean, what's freaky to you?
Toes. She does it all.
She be sucking on your toes?
Of course.
You
Everything-
dirty
everything-
dog, you.
I ain't doing that.
Everything that got, everything that's,
Everything that. Oh, your booty.
everything that's.
Everything.
Oh, she be giving you colonics.
No, we don't go that.
All right, so you think you're gonna just make her stop working and you want to hold her down and take care of her and be with her?
No, I want it to be up to her.
Go out there, suck some
But
toes, and
she's
come home.
a beautiful person, though, real nice.
And you know what you can expect with her. You know what she does. There's no secrets. You don't judge her. She
There you
doesn't judge
go.
you. It works.
I'd rather do that than meet a woman that lied to you about everything.
And don't suck no toes. Bye. All right. Well, thank you for calling. Your secret is safe
Okay,
with us.
thank you.
All right. Well, that was Tell Us Your Secret. See, that was good today, Radel.
Oh, that last dude made me want to smoke a black and mild.
No judgment here. All right. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie. And let's talk about Lil Durk. He is facing life in prison if convicted of these new charges that we learned about over the weekend. It's way up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot.
Let's get it.
Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that yee tea.
Come and get the tea.
It's way up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy Radel Ortiz is here.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Hola, ¿qué tal? And let's get into some Yeetie. How you say Yeetie in Spanish?
Yee te.
Te. Yeete.
Te de yee.
Okay, te de yee. So Jaleel White, a.k.a. Urkel, is now talking about what happened with Family Matters and a reboot. Now, he was promoting his new memoir, Growing Up Urkel, and in the promotional video for his memoir, he discussed how Netflix actually wanted to do the reboot. Here he is.
Somewhere around 2013, 2014, I was approached by one of our former producers that Netflix had interest in doing a reboot of Family Matters on the heels of Fuller House having done so well. And that didn't make any sense to me. I didn't feel that it was right for us to have to copy what Full House had done.
All right, fair enough. There's some reboots. Like I said, Bel Air was a really good reboot.
Bel Air was good, right?
Yeah. You know, but it is a hard thing. And he's right, though. Fuller House, I guess that was pretty successful. Didn't they do Roseanne again, too? They did like a Roseanne type of reboot also.
I would have wanted to see a Martin reboot.
Ooh.
I know it would have been terrible, but I still would have wanted to see
Maybe
it.
not to get a young Martin. But anyway, here's what he had to say about Family Matters and more about a possible reboot.
How Family Matters came to pass is actually a greater story than what was made up. Going onto a show that was never intended for me to be the star of. Growing up on a studio lot and in public school at the same time, that to me was the greater story that needed to be told for today. When I pitched that to one of my former executive producers, all he had to say to me was, nobody's interested in your memoir.
Ooh.
I don't know. It sounds like it could have worked.
It's like 30 Rock,
Yeah.
kind of. But like for Family Matters.
Oh, Everybody Hates Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that, right?
Like a prequel.
Right, exactly. I think
All
that could have worked.
Well,
Young
that's why you
Urkel.
got to do a memoir when somebody tells you nobody cares. You know what? I'm going to do my memoir and I'm going to put you in it. All right. Now, Little Durk is facing life in prison. They talked about new charges in this murder for hire case against him. So he is accused of hiring a crew to stalk and kill Quando Rondo. That attack, if you guys recall, ultimately left Quando Rondo's cousin dead. And now Little Durk is facing the possibility of life in federal prison if he is convicted. They did update his charges on Friday. They added 2 new felony charges and a grand jury indicted Lil Durk. He is now listed as the lead defendant in a previous indictment charging the whole crew. So we'll see what happens. But prosecutors also say that the murder for hire plot was a revenge killing for the death of King Von. Remember all of that Slide for Von stuff that was happening at the time? Because obviously King Von was very close with Little Durk. He allegedly put a bounty on Quando Rondo 2 years after Von's death. And yeah, so I don't know what's going to end up happening, but regardless, like, they're pulling up all these old little Dirt clips. I saw the one with him in academics. I saw them just basically, and let me tell you something, in court, they look at all of that.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to play that. Some of that is going to be used as evidence during a trial. So we don't know what's going to happen. There have not been any pleas yet. All 6 men charged, including Dirk, have not entered a plea, but if convicted, they face a statutory maximum sentence of life in prison.
Damn, I was just listening to All My Life by Dirk also. Now you can't listen to it the same.
I know, it's so sad, but he definitely had a lot of songs that kind of predicted, what could potentially happen. So, prayers to everybody involved. This is like an awful situation all around. And that is your UT. When we come back, under the radar, we have some of those stories that are flying under the radar, but you definitely need to know about them. This one we laughed about today, but it's really not funny, but it has to do with Wicked and the dolls that they launched in stores. And we'll tell you what the problem was. It's way up.
I got news. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Radel Ortiz is here with me today.
Yo.
Are you ready for these under the radar stories?
Let's do it.
All right, toy manufacturer Mattel apologized. They accidentally put the web address of a porn site on the packaging of their newly launched Wicked dolls. So it should have said wickedmovie.com for the landing page when you scan the QR code. Instead, I guess it was just like Wicked, and don't Google this, but just wicked.com, I guess, is what they put on there. And apparently that is a nasty site. Can you imagine making that mistake?
Well, that actually happened to me once.
What happened?
I was in my friend's house. We was like 12 or something. And his mom was just watching us use the internet. And I wanted to look up something from BJ's, the wholesale.
Oh,
y'all know BJ's.
We definitely know BJ's.
Right. So I type in BJ.com, and guess what popped up instead of wholesale?
Don't say it. Don't tell us what popped up because you're not allowed to say. But I could just imagine, because I did always think it was odd that was the name of the wholesale place.
Right, because that also means, I
know, yeah. Yes. Yes. All right. Well, don't make that same mistake. So what happened after you typed it in and look, did you watch or
the mom was behind us.
Oh.
She smacked the back of my head and said, "Muchacho, ¿qué es eso? Quita eso de ahí," which means get that off the TV. Ooh. And I was never invited back.
Wow. All because of a simple mistake.
Right. So
you
then
forgot the S.
Right. I went back to my house and I typed it in on my computer and everything was good.
Which one did you type?
You know which one I typed. Yeah. You know which one I typed.
Define your wholesale goods. All right. Now, another under the radar story. Trump is talking about mass deportation immediately, right? That's one of his campaign promises. I believe that was also in Project 2025, which he had nothing to do with. But they said immigrants, including people who are in America illegally, support the job market, keep inflation in check, and they also add to the federal coffers. So that does contribute to the overall U.S. economy. And so what they're saying is this could definitely really negatively affect the economy. And so Trump does want to focus mainly on deporting immigrants with criminal records. And they say that it estimates about 1.2 million unauthorized immigrants, or 8% of that population of unauthorized immigrants have criminal convictions. So they're saying there will be higher prices. If we deport millions of undocumented workers, businesses will need to replace those laborers with historically low unemployment. Finding people willing to work for low pay could be difficult. Job growth will be slow if huge populations of migrants are deported, or the population growth slows as a result of tighter immigration policies. There will be less consumption of goods, which could hurt the labor market. Lower pay. Some people who fill the jobs left by deported laborers could get higher pay than the people they replace. So deportations can lower paychecks for U.S.-born workers. And so it's going to be something that we'll see the effects of regardless.
Yeah, I'll miss y'all.
I know.
I'm getting deported.
Listen, people are trying to get ready. Oh, you're getting deported. You're from Brooklyn.
I know, but they're gonna be like, yo, get this Mexican out of here.
Yeah, they're not gonna believe it. All right, well, that is your Under the Radar. Now, Yvie Oddly is going to be joining us. You know Yvie Oddly from RuPaul's Drag Race. Also, the Way Up mix at the top of the hour is Way Up.
Way Up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee,
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way Up.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Radel Ortiz has been here guest hosting all morning and afternoon now. Let's get into some Yee T. Or what did you call it? Te-de-ye?
Te-de-ye.
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 All right, Mariah Carey is going to be questioned under oath over her brother's claims that she lied about him in her autobiography. And he sued her in 2021 over claims that she lied in her bio, The Meaning of Mariah Carey. She claimed in there, and he says this is a lie, that he was violent toward her and their family, that he dealt with drugs in the 80s while working at a club in New York City, and that he spent time in prison. And she also alluded to his drug deals by claiming that he discreetly supplied the beautiful people with their powdered party favors, which his lawyer said was an obvious reference to cocaine. He says this is all false and defamatory, and they caused him emotional distress and serious damage. And so she's insisting everything in her book is true. A judge dismissed portions of the lawsuit after it was filed. They have not spoken since 1994, by the way, so clearly she and her estranged brother Morgan Carey do not get along.
Well, she could pay up, bro. She about to make... every holiday she make
Christmas
$1 billion.
Doing tours and everything. But this is all about her autobiography. So now she has to do a deposition in person. She's being required to appear in person for this filmed interview, and that's going to be January 17th.
Right
that's
after the holidays.
How do you prove whether or not that's true?
I mean, she got to pull up with like people who can vouch for her.
Some witnesses?
Yeah, he did tell me that. Like, I really did buy all of that off of him. Like,
because these are allegations of these drug deals. Unless people are going to be like, yeah, he's, you know what I mean? It's hard to say.
Right, because then they putting themselves in trouble too. They can't say they bought a brick off him.
She claims that he was violent toward her and the family. And how can, if she's saying that it's true, he's saying it's not, then how do we know?
So a cousin got to pull up.
What if they weren't there and they don't, you know what I mean? It's just, It's a hard thing to disprove and to prove at the same time, unless there's other people involved. All right, now The Rock, he has a new interview with GQ, and he responded to a rumor going around Hollywood that he was so late so often on the set of an upcoming movie that he cost the production a lot of money, and also that he urinates in bottles on set. All right, they said that he was so regularly tardy during the production of Red One, where he's playing Santa Claus's bodyguard in an upcoming Christmas movie, that they added a $250 million production cost, and everybody was irritated by it. And that he also urinates in bottles to save time. He did tell GQ, yeah, that does happen. He does end up having to do that. And there was even a post previously where he was showing a video of the gym and how he works out and his gear and his merch that he has, and he accidentally panned over to a bottle with his urine in it. Here's
a big bottle.
A huge, disgusting, nasty bottle. Here is when that happened.
I want to show you a brand new colorway for the Rock Delta training shoes, and I just realized you just saw my big bottle of pee. Look, I go hardcore when I train. I don't have time to go to the bathroom. I find a bottle, I pee in it, and I keep training like a beast.
Yuck! And that
gallon.
bottle was a lot, okay?
Had a gallon of urine.
So nasty. And I feel like it would take less time to go to a bathroom than to look for a bottle.
Yeah, mid set is crazy to go and aim into a little nose. And
then I have to assume some of it doesn't get in, like some of it.
Oh yeah,
goes astray.
Definitely got some drips. Nice little drippage going on.
Gross. Come on, man. All right, now Turk is talking about this Hot Boys reunion that went down at the Little Louisiana Festival last week. He said it was tense at first, and he spoke to B-High ATL, and here's what he had to say.
That moment right there was a little tense, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because we haven't been around each other, like all of us. Not on no, stuck up, it just was, man, we ain't do this in a long time type tense, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so people were concerned about him and BG and their relationship and what would that be like. But I guess everything worked out well. People loved it. Little Louisiana Fest. Hot Boys reunion. All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, Yvie Oddly is joining us, the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race. And and also the author of Into the Oddity. That's their memoir. And again, the winner of season 11 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Let's get ready for that. In the meantime, it's always somebody's birthday. And when it's somebody's birthday, this is always the song you have to play, okay? No matter what. In the club, 50 Cent is Way Up.
Yeah, let's go.
Turn me up. Here we go again.
This is Way Up with Angela Yee.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee, and Yvie Oddly is here with me today. Welcome.
Thank you.
Well, I want to get into so much with you because obviously we know you as the winner from Drag Race season 11. I actually read your memoir.
Oh.
You know, so congratulations for being so transparent and putting that out. Does it bother you when people say Yvie Oddly is actually quite normal?
Not really, because that's like the point. Yeah. That is the point. Like, yeah, when I took my name, I did feel like the weirdest thing on the planet. Like, oh, nobody gets me. Luckily, I've been doing drag for like 13 years now, so as I've held on to this name, it's become more and more of a joke for me when people actually do think I'm weird. I'm like, I'm here to push boundaries and remind everybody exactly how weird it is to just be a human being.
I took certain excerpts from the book myself. So let's start off with early on, right? You talk about internalized homophobia. I'd never heard that phrase before.
Internalized homophobia is just the idea that we live in a society that before you even know what sexuality is, before you know anything about yourself solidly, they show you that certain things are unacceptable. And one of those things that I grew up seeing was being gay or being queer. All of those things that, oh God, I don't really like it when guys are flamboyant, right. Or I'm gay, but I'm not that kind of gay. That's the kind of stuff that I like distinctly remember proudly saying to my friends and my family when I came out. Like, oh, don't worry, I'm gay, but I only like men. And all of these things are just self-hatred, me reflecting the things I thought I had to do to survive.
Right now I'm talking to Yvie Oddly, winner of season 11 of RuPaul's Drag Race. You did have a lot of support though. And I think that's important because this was something you knew from a young age. I don't know that most kids have that type of support. So that was a really, I think, unique situation.
It really was, which makes me feel that much more silly for still being afraid to come out, to embrace the parts about myself that might separate me, because, you know, my friends, my huge ass family, they've always been there being like, I love you no matter what.
Right. You can tell us no matter what. We still love you. They were not surprised.
I mean, some of them were feigned shock. They were like, what?
But behind your back, they always on the phone.
They were like, you owe me $20.
And then to go on and do the unthinkable. Think about how many audition tapes go out for RuPaul's Drag Race. You auditioned 3 times before you actually made it onto the show. And then not just made it onto the show, but won. Season 11, what was that like for you after you won?
I mean, that's when I really started facing the brunt of imposter syndrome. You know, the whole world is sitting there congratulating you on your dreams coming true, on everything happening. You really did it. And I don't feel any of this yet. And then after I did it, I realized how shallow it was to think that that was going to make me happy, and I realized how difficult of a reigning year I was going to have.
Well, Yvie Oddly, I appreciate you so much for coming through, and coming through like fully done. All About Yvie the Oddity, that book is out right now, but we're going to be stay tuned for everything that you have coming up, because I know from now until the end of the year, you still have a lot you're about to do.
I'm grinding.
I can't wait to see it. Grinding. You met your husband on Grindr.
We
grinding.
I did.
Thank you so much to Yvie Oddly for joining us. And also make sure you pick up their memoir, Into the Oddity. And when we come back, we have Ask Yee, 800-292-5150. I'm here. Radel Ortiz is here, and he's going to help you out, too. It's Way Up.
Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
All you should know.
This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Radel Ortiz is here.
Welcome to the call.
You ready to get some advice?
Oh, yeah.
On Ask Yee?
Let's do it.
All right, 800-292-5150. Hello, we have Jay on the line. What's up, Jay?
Hey, what's up, Yee? How you doing?
I'm good. You got a question for me and Radel?
Yes, I do. So the girl that I'm currently dating, apparently I just found out last night that she went to a party last weekend and she brought a guy who she was very flirty with, very hands-on with, dancing on, drunk off in his face, like they were hugged up. So a mutual friend of ours told me last night when I was at her house chilling, and I'm kind of stuck. I don't know how to feel about it. Should I approach her about it? Like, what's my next move?
You guys are in an exclusive relationship.
That's been communicated, yes.
But since when was that? Did y'all agree to be partners before the party or after?
Well, that's the thing. I didn't even know about the party.
Oh, you weren't even invited.
I wasn't invited, yes.
Ooh, baby. And so basically she snuck off to this party with another guy.
That's what I'm hearing.
She was dirty whining all over him.
So who's the person that told you this?
We all are in like this circle, kind of. This girl, I don't want to say her name, but we're all friends in this circle, and she doesn't know that me and her are dating though. So she just thought she was just gossiping to me like, oh, she was like with this guy, she was dancing on her. I'm sitting there like, oh shoot, like she don't know what's going on.
And you know what's crazy is that she knows you guys have similar friends, so she knows you're gonna find out.
Oh, so you think she don't care?
I mean, listen, if y'all running the same friend group, she goes to a party where your friends are at with a guy grinding on him. Clearly, she don't care.
She saw your mutual friend there. She was like, "Who cares?"
It's one thing if you cheat and y'all hiding out.
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You should bring it up to her. Let her know, like, yo, I heard you was over there on all fours going crazy at the party, and I thought we was this and that. And then find out what's gonna happen, bro.
Yeah, because that's wild. She knew that you were gonna find out. I'm sorry, but like, if you trying to like slide off and do, she doesn't think she's doing anything wrong. Are you sure you're in a relationship?
Right.
We've communicated it. We've talked about it. This is something that we both agreed on.
If that's your girl, you should definitely be able to ask her anything. Where did she say she was that night?
Well, we never talked about it. I've never asked her like, "What are you doing for Halloween?" or anything.
What were you doing?
Or that weekend, I was at home.
Fair enough. Yes, if that's quote unquote your girl, you should be able to be like, "What the hell is going on? I heard you at the party. You had a guy you were grinding on a guy, and I thought we were in a relationship." You should definitely hear what she has to say. Definitely bring it up.
Okay, she's in Atlanta right now.
Call her right now, bro. Yeah, stop playing.
We'll hold. No, I'm kidding.
Call her right now. Make sure she's not over there on BJ.com.
What's she doing in Atlanta?
All right, so you're reaching out.
I'm just saying, that's crazy. That's crazy. She just did that, like, with no regard.
You gotta call and find out what's going on, bro. For real.
Yeah, you gotta call her.
Don't be too passive about it.
Call us back.
All right, yeah. Now y'all got me paranoid.
You should be, bro. Take care.
Call on three-way. We'll be quiet.
Call her on three-way. Oh my God, I'm gonna call her.
We'll be quiet.
She's in Atlanta, though.
Okay, all right. Well, good luck with that. But yes, if you're in a relationship with somebody, you definitely should have known where they were. You should definitely be able to ask questions. Is she Caribbean? Maybe they were just dancing a soca.
Right. Uh-huh.
All right. Well, 800-292-5150 in case you couldn't get through. You can still leave a message. We'll answer your calls that way. And since Radel Ortiz has been here graciously co-hosting all morning with his radio voice off and on, we're going to talk to you when we come back about your amazing upcoming show in New York in January, but also what you've been doing going on tour, because we've been following you for quite some time.
All right, now let's do it.
On Way Up.
Look.
Yeah, what's happening?
You want to know my name?
Way Up with Angela Yee.
Turn me on.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here, and my guest host for the day, Radel Ortiz, is here. Last time you were here was an interview. This time you guest hosted.
Yes.
So we, of course, know you from social media. Over 2 million people following you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And you've been doing stand-up comedy as well.
Yes.
And you have a big show coming up here in New York, but you're also on tour.
Yes.
But I want to talk about some things that you've been going through, because I saw... and we talked about this kind of behind the scenes, and you mentioned it on when you did your Shine a Light. But at one point when your father passed, you thought, like, I'm just going to cancel all my shows.
I did. I really did. Because it was like so soon. I had to go to DR to bury my pops. We wanted to bury him there with my family. And I wanted to cancel the shows, but then... I got sick also when I came back from DR. I was like, Lord, if you want me to go to these shows, like, just make me feel better. And the day of the show, I actually felt better. So I went, and actually going to do the shows actually helped me in a way, like with my, with my grieving process. Cause just being there with like the fans and, talking to them and seeing them laugh. Like, laughter is a medicine.
It is. They say that laughter is like the best medicine. And it's something that's very unifying too, as our country has been going through a lot itself with a lot of division. I feel like going to the comedy club is something that we can all come together, no matter what we believe.
Go have a drink and just laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, you said you were in DR. I want to ask you something. People always say the DR, and some people say DR.
Nah, some people say the DR. We don't really do that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I just wanted to ask you that because I hear people say, oh, you went to the DR. And
That's
I'm
some
like,
rich people stuff. Because, yeah, I'm going to the Dominican next week. That's some rich people stuff. Nah, we say DR straight up. Yo, I'm going to DR next week.
Now, another thing, if people follow you on social media, you were with the mayor of New York, Eric Adams. Now, what were you doing with Eric Adams? It looked like you guys both had on tropical shirts.
I was actually working with the feds, and I had on a wire that day when I went to the Gracie Mansion.
You say you had on a wire.
I had on a wire, bro, and I was like, yo, Eric Adams, tell me what's really going on, bro?
Why were you in Turkey?
Right. What was going on over there in Turkey? 'Cause he came back from Turkey with no hairline, so we wanted to figure out what was going on. So... yeah, we got the information that we needed.
So you were at Gracie Mansion. So you were part of this whole investigation to bring him down.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
But I want to ask you, because last time you were here, it was Mano and myself.
Yeah,
Mano definitely stereotyped you and thought that you were from Washington Heights.
Everybody thinks your boy is from... I know I got the face of that. It's because I look like every barber ever. That's why I look like I give the fire tape ups.
Can you?
I'm pretty sure. It's probably like
it's
a
in
gift.
Your blood.
Yeah.
But you can't play baseball.
Nah, I can't. I got mad power for baseball, but I got no contact.
I was watching you at the batting cage.
Yeah.
And it was very sad.
Nah, it's because you know what happened was I was on a 3-day juice cleanse. So my vision was not really working too well. I'm just not good at baseball. You know, when I was a kid, they put me in T-ball, right? Mm-hmm. And I hit the ball mad hard, and I ran to third base.
But did you run the first and second first?
I ran to the third base first.
Oh, I
ran to the left. And everybody was screaming at me. My mom, my dad, the lady selling empanadas was laughing. I still remember her face, bro. That lady made fun of me, bro.
Whoa.
That empanada
Where is she
lady.
now, right?
I don't know. I hope she's not doing too well, bro, because she ruined me, bro.
You ran to third base.
Ruined my dreams.
Okay, well, things that you have to learn as you get older. We have more with Radel Ortiz when we come back. Right now, here's some Drake. You like Drake still, right? Hold on, we're going home. It's Way Up.
This is Way Up with Angela Yee.
Let's go. Yeah. You are a media maven, right? Ooh, you never know what Angela's gonna say.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee, and I'm here with my guest host for the day, Radel Ortiz. Having so much fun with you today.
Yes.
I'm on your live right now, telling you all the Spanish I know. It wasn't much. But I'm good. I knew I could say soy china y negra.
And you got to say the morisoñando.
Morisoñando.
Yeah.
So you just told me about that. That's a drink where you mix orange juice and milk. And sugar.
And sugar is delicious.
Sounds like my stomach. That's why you keep going to the bathroom.
Definitely give you a little category 4.
A category 4. But I do want to ask you this. There's a lot of people that are like, I want to be. Do you consider yourself also like an influencer as well?
All of us are influencers, right? You influence somebody. If somebody follow you, of course.
But, some people are looking to do that like as a job. You know what I mean? Like to make enough money off of that they can just do that.
Yeah. I mean, try.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's nothing wrong with trying. Like, when I started making videos, I didn't even do it to, like, I didn't do it with that in mind. I didn't do it to, like, make a career out of it or to, like, be on the radio with Angela Yee, like, looking mad good and stuff. Like, that was not my intention, you know? It just happened.
Right.
So...
and it's been working out really well. And then you transition, though, from that, which is not an easy transition. It does take a lot of work.
Yeah.
Right? So we respect that into doing stand-up.
Yeah, because I always want to be, like, growing in my life and doing stuff that scares me, I've always been scared to do stand-up. So I was like, I got to continue to try stuff, And because that's working for me so well and I care about it, about the craft and the art of it, like, it just makes it that much more, like... fulfilling for me,
Right. Do you have a Finsta account also?
A Finsta?
Yeah.
Nah.
So you like troll people from, like a fake Instagram. So if someone says something, you could defend yourself.
Nah, that's crazy. Well, like Kevin Durant?
Yeah.
Nah, that's crazy. You can't have a KD Finsta. Like, yo, shut up. He's not that fat in real life.
Now, behind the scenes, we were talking about people that we have been really, really excited to meet, like fanned out over. And there's been some people, including, Cardi B, which is very exciting. Somebody who you actually had a nice interaction with. But who have you been really excited that has been like a fan of yours or supportive of you?
I mean, when I first met Bad Bunny, I was like a little baddie in the backstage waiting for him, mad nervous. And then when I met him, he was like, he dapped me up and like if we knew each other forever.
That's
like
exciting.
he knew who I was.
Right.
But other than that, the people I want to meet, I want to meet Gordon Ramsay.
Okay. You like to eat.
I want to meet Gordon Ramsay, and I want to meet Jackie Chan.
Oh.
If Jackie Chan was to walk in here right now, bro, y'all would be embarrassed at what
What would you do?
bro. I would start hyperventilating. Jackie Chan, bro.
I've never met Jackie Chan either. That's actually exciting.
Bro, if I was to meet Jackie Chan, I will cry, bro. I would probably faint, bro.
We have to figure this out.
Bro,
Jackie Chan, if you're listening.
Jackie Chan, please. I love you. Leave.
All right, well, listen, Radel Ortiz, and don't forget he is going to be at the United Palace January 25th, but in the meantime, shows coming up all across the nation.
Yeah, Atlanta, North Carolina.
DC, is DC coming up?
DC was last week. Shout out DC.
Okay, I don't
yo.
even know what date it is today.
We shut it down in DC.
Shut it down.
They loved it. It was crazy.
Did you vote?
No.
Oh, man. All right, well, when we come back, you guys have the last word.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee and Radel Ortiz. You've been rocking with me all day today. I appreciate you.
I'm having a great time.
I have a good time with you both on air and off the air.
Yes.
You went to the bathroom 8 times. 8 times during the show. You may need a colonic.
Nah, hell no. Do not sign me up for that. I'm good.
I can't wait. I'm going on Wednesday, so I'm going to let you know how it goes.
Hopefully you don't lose your memory.
Somebody
Radel,
called in
who?
and said, yeah, she lost her whole memory. But again, thank you so much for coming through and congratulations. I know that you have this huge show in New York coming up on January 25th.
Yes.
At United Palace.
At the United Palace. I'm so excited. Everybody who already got tickets, thank you guys. Everybody who needs tickets, get on Ticketmaster and come through because it's going to be a magical night full of laughter, surprises, and love.
And magicians.
Yeah.
And you also have upcoming shows, though, outside of New York, too.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to Atlanta this actually Wednesday.
Okay.
Helium Comedy Club in Atlanta. And then North Carolina, Raleigh. Good Nights Comedy Club on Thursday.
Nice. And you're from Brooklyn, just to reiterate, okay?
Yes.
Not from Washington Heights.
Right.
Okay.
I get misburrowed.
Misburrowed all the time.
Misburrowed all the time.
All right. Well, again, also thank you to Yvie Oddly. You can watch that full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up with Yee. And of course, this is your show, so you have the last word.
My name is Mike. I wanted to shine the light on all my fellow veterans and say Happy Veterans Day and thank you for all that you've done.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.